Martin had a dream. Kendrick have a dream.
Hey guys, welcome to or back to my channel. I have not done very much all day. I went to the gym this morning, went on my walk, tried to take some pictures. It's like nice out, but it's cold. I don't know. I'm just like very bleh today. And I've had this video idea that I've wanted to do, and I asked you guys some questions on my Instagram like a couple days ago, and I've been procrastinating making it. I don't know why. It's just obviously, I don't know. I've been procrastinating because I just posted, and normally I like to wait till it's closer to like when I should post another YouTube video. But I'm gonna do it today because I really want to be productive. So that's what we're gonna do. I still don't know super clear details, but I've been thinking about making a series for my gap year. I think it'd be really interesting. But here is episode 1, or the only episode if I don't make other ones, and I am taking gap year this year. So welcome to my journey. This is gonna be an interesting, fun ride for sure. So I asked you guys some questions on my Instagram, and I just said like, do you have any questions about why I'm taking gap year, what I'm gonna do, anything with this topic? And you guys had some pretty good questions, so we're gonna kind of dive into it. Basically, I'm just gonna give a little overview. I am technically a senior in high school, but I went to Italy this first semester of school and came back early, and then didn't end up going back to my high school because I only needed 2 credits, and I was able to find an online class through the community college in Vermont. So I did them through there so that I didn't have to drive up. I moved farther south, so my drive to school was longer, and it was already long to begin with, so I was like, I'm just not going to drive up there every day. And also just my mental capacity for school is non-existent anymore, so I could not get myself to go back to school. So I took 2 classes online. I took a wellness class, and then I took an English class just to get those last 2 credits. One of the big questions was like, why are you taking gap year? And I'm taking gap year because I have begun this like self-developmental journey, if that's the right word, self-discovery journey within the last couple months. It has led me to realize, honestly guys, I knew like a couple years ago, I was like, no way, I'm not going to college. And that's what's funny about this gap year, because you know, it's probably not going to be a gap year, it's probably going to be just no college, period. But this is like my in-between year that I'm like figuring out what's gonna go down these next couple years. Yeah, so no college for me, unless for some reason I need to go to college. But I'm not gonna go to college unless I need a degree for the job that I want. And as of right now, I don't. I have no interest in anything that needs a degree, and even if it needs like qualifications, I can get those online through like courses, stuff like that. I like to learn things that are beneficial to my mental health, my career, my future, my current self, all those types of things. And I don't want to be a scientist. I don't want to be a mathematician. I want to be a biologist. I want to be English. I understand things you need to learn to like get in like things that you need to understand, like taxes, like that's why I'm just stuff here. I'm college specific, and you can go into majors that you actually want to work in. And things like that, but still like I don't need it. I don't need it. No. I'm not even, guys. I'm so unorganized. Do you have any specific goals for the year? Kind of. I have like general goals of like traveling more, not being in Vermont all winter, building like really healthy relationships, really healthy friendships. I think what I really want to start doing is like doing some like athletic classes. I don't know what Vermont has, if there's like actually classes that people do. There's classes at my gym, but it's only like the old people, and I discovered that firsthand. I don't know, I just really need to put myself out there more, and hopefully the right people will be attracted to me. But it's also about being okay with where you are and who's already in your life, and then whatever happens happens. We're working on the mindset. It's a lot to work on, but we're getting there. Grow mentally, heal completely. Like, my goal is to dedicate this entire time to me. Everything that I'm gonna do in this next year is gonna be for me and nobody else. I feel like I have limited myself. I've done things for other people, to please other people, to like rub shit in other people's face, and it's not fueling me in the way that I want to be fueled. So we're done with that. That's completely over. This journey is for me. I don't know why people live to impress other people or to like make other people jealous, and I don't know why I ever did that, but it's done. That's just such a waste of time. My like number one dream, number one goal for this year is to like establish what kind of career I'm gonna go into, at least for these first couple years. I don't know what's gonna change. I don't even know what's gonna happen in the next year. My goal would be able to live off of content creation, at least like half. And if I still need to have another job, that's fine. But like, I just want to get a foothold in this career and really boost my platforms and be consistent and grow my community. And I feel like I would not be able to unless I took this gap year. So that's definitely like a very high goal of mine. I just finalized that this winter I'm gonna be going to Hawaii to visit my friend Miriam, and she's going to the University of Honolulu. So I'm gonna be staying with her for about a month, a little over a month. And that is absolutely insane that that is actually happening, because I swear I have been dreaming about that for so long, and it just felt so surreal. Even like right after I booked the tickets, I was like, what? Like, it just made no sense, and it's so surreal. I'm definitely gonna need a while to like grasp, which is good because there's still like, what month is it? 5, like 7 or 8 months, 6 months, I don't know, several months until I get to go. But like, that with the spiritual journey that I'm on, I feel like I've definitely been in a lull, and I'm hoping that I can get out of it. But I just like haven't been meditating. I really have not been doing jack for myself in that aspect. But Hawaii is such like a hot spot, like a freaking vortex. So goal, Hawaii. Goal, make money off content creation. Goal, grow as a person, make healthy friendships, healthy relationships. Do it for me. Do it for me, not for anyone else. Okay, that's a good summary right there. What plans and ideas do you have? As of right now, the only plan that I do have is Hawaii and then a couple little trips this summer. Other than that though, I would like to do more trips. I think I definitely can. It's one of those things where like I have a decent amount of money saved up, and it's, you want to save it to like build more, but also you want to be able to live now and like do everything you want to do. At least this fall I'm gonna try to find something else to do. It's just hard when I don't have anyone who's in the same situation as me to like travel with me, and it's like scary being a woman like traveling places alone. So I don't know how that's gonna go, or if that will even happen. I don't think my parents are gonna let me go anywhere if I don't have a buddy, at least. But yeah, that's kind of the gist of my plans for the year. Hopefully in like the spring I'll be able to do something too, but that's like way too far away for me to like plan that much. So Hawaii is the end of like my brain right now, and then try to fill up some stuff in between there. When you plan on traveling, is your boyfriend going? If not, how does he feel / how do you do it? I don't think my boyfriend will be coming with me if I do any trips, because he is going to be a senior in college, and it's not easy for a college student to just like ditch school and travel places. But he's also a lacrosse player, and they do stuff all fall, all spring. They do some stuff over the winter, so it's not ideal for him to go anywhere. And we were going to try to do Hawaii together like over Christmas break, but with like financially and how it works with me staying in Hawaii with my friend, it didn't balance out, so that's not gonna happen. But honestly, guys, if you're in a relationship and you're at different points in your lives, obviously I have a lot more freedom than he does right now, because he's like committed to college and I'm literally committed to absolutely nothing, and I can do whatever I want, which is like awesome, but it's so stressful because you want to make the most of it, obviously. But when you're in a situation like that and you have to do like long distance, it's not as daunting as it seems. It's definitely not ideal, but if you love each other enough and you make that commitment to each other, you can make it work. We did it with Italy. It definitely wasn't easy, but we did it. You just have to make time for like FaceTime calls and just like keep them updated and be truthful, be honest, be loyal, respect each other. It's a lot of like communication. If you don't have communication, you can't do jack. So that's like very important. If I go anywhere, is like we just have to have good communication and be on the same level. But it's also a matter of being okay if you don't talk for like several hours because like time difference. It's just, you have to be at a certain point and you have to have that level of like reassurance and commitment to each other. How come you decided this rather than the typical college path? Like I said earlier, it's just not ideal for me to be going to college paying tens of thousands of dollars to study something that I might not even be passionate about or might not even use in my future. With the resources that we have now versus the resources our parents kind of lacked when they were our age, we really don't need to go to college. Of course, if you want to be a doctor or like a lawyer or something like that, you have to go because that's just so extensive education wise. But our parents, I know a lot of parents are like way more encouraging of college because they think that if you don't go to college, you're like a failure in life. But I'm lucky that I have my mom because she is like, do whatever the you want, anything's possible. She's kind of like on the same level as me. God bless that, because otherwise I don't know what I would do. I probably wouldn't be where I am. What do you do for work? Right now, I'm just waitressing, hosting, and I'm getting into serving now at a restaurant in my town. And I am making, technically, I kind of am making money from social media. We're getting there. It's slow, it's not consistent, but we're getting there. What is my backup plan if social media isn't for me? Honestly, if for some reason I decide that I don't want to do it, with this class that I took this semester called Wellness for Life, all about holistic wellness, I am obsessed with it, and I could 100% see myself being some sort of like personal wellness coach, maybe like nutritionist, or just like even like fitness coach. There's so many things in that realm that I would absolutely love to do, and honestly I would do that and social media because you can balance it pretty well, and they're both so fueling for me. Like the entire time I was learning about all of that holistic wellness, I was just in awe. It's just so interesting, and how like applicable everything is in your life when you like read about it. It's really interesting on how you can improve your life and other people's, and I would just love to do that. I'm pretty sure all that I would have to do is like, there's a couple different certificates that you want to get. You have to get them by taking a class online, so I might look into that this summer as well and just have that, and maybe I can pursue that as well. What would you study if you went to college? Honestly, maybe like something business. I'm not really like much into anything else. I would love to like be a business owner one day. I'm not really sure. Business, I guess. I don't really know what else there is. I did not look into anything college-wise because they did all of that like early this year, and I did not participate in my school's college prep stuff. Oh, someone else said, I haven't seen a ton of people talk about this. I'm also taking a gap year to feel things out. I love that. If you're watching this and you know that you asked that question, I would love to hear what you're doing, because it's interesting like how people are pursuing their gap years and how they're handling it. And I would love to hear about it and talk about it with you. How will you make sure you stay productive when there's nobody telling you what to do? This would honestly be so much more difficult if I was in college, I think. If I was in college and I had work to do, it was just up to me and my motivation to get stuff done, I think that's where I would really struggle. But in a situation like my gap year, honestly, I feel like I'm gonna be okay, because if I'm doing anything that requires getting done, I think it's gonna be something that I enjoy and something that I'm really excited to get done. But of course, like when I try to edit YouTube videos, there's some videos that I'm more excited about that I could edit like in a night, and others that literally, I have a couple drafts just sitting in my Final Cut Pro because I have not made myself edit them, because it's just hard to make content that you're like absolutely in love with every time. I think it's definitely possible, and I'm sure I could do it, but it's so hard when you're trying to get content out there and you're not necessarily doing the most exciting things, but you want to like give people something. So I'm working on making sure that I'm like producing content that I'm really proud of. But like this one is gonna be a little annoying to edit because it's just me talking rather than like clips of like other and then just putting music on. It all comes down to discipline over motivation. It's all about the discipline that you have with yourself. With the whole healthy lifestyle thing, if you're saying you want to like work out 5 days a week and you want to like journal every day and like drink a lot of water, that type of thing, it's so important for you to be disciplined with that and drink the water. Like it's up to you to cross that line to keep doing it and make it a habit, rather than you having the intent and not acting on it, because that's not going to get you anywhere. So if I really want to have these goals come true, I need to be the one to push myself and not rely on anyone else to get this stuff done to then feel the reward after. I honestly don't have much else to say in the way of my gap year. I think it's gonna be a lot of we'll see as we go, because one of my like favorite meditations that I've been doing is just like really feeling the attraction of opportunity and like telling the universe that I am open to all and any opportunities. Guys, meeting Miriam in Italy, what are the chances that I would be able to go and stay with her in Hawaii for a month? Like that is absolutely mind-blowing that the universe was able to connect us literally when we needed each other most and create this opportunity for us. At least for me. She was already going there for college, but it's just like, it's so amazing what you can attract, and I'm just so excited for this year, and I'm so excited to keep growing and experience so many new things, meet new people, try new foods. Oh my gosh, like I don't even know. I just want to live this life the best that I can, and I'm trying not to have like crazy expectations with this year, because honestly I think the best things that are gonna happen are gonna be the unexpected. So I'm just really excited, trying to be positive, going with the flow, just like living in every day, enjoying every moment. But honestly, there was like something I heard that was like, you can overestimate what you can do in a year but underestimate what you can do in 5 years. So I'm also keeping that mindset. It's a lot to think about, for sure. It's a lot, and I'm working on it. A lot of, I need to experience, I need to live, and whatever happens happens. Whatever's meant to happen is gonna happen, and the universe has a weird way of working things, but I trust it, and I trust that it is gonna help me be the person I want to be and accomplish the things I want to do. So with that, I just want to say thank you for watching, and I hope you stick along for this journey, because I think it's gonna be really exciting and it's gonna be a lot of growth. I appreciate all the questions you guys ask. I appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next gap year episode 2. I love you. Stick along and make sure to subscribe and join this journey with me. Goodbye, guys.